Hello my beautiful friends and family, welcome back to my page. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and in today's video I will be sharing with you this beautifully herbed roasted chicken. This will look beautiful on your Thanksgiving table, and to start off I'm going to be combining my seasoning, and I'm using the Creole seasoning and the New Orleans Cajun seasoning, and to give it some color you can use Badia Sazan or the Gaia Sazan, whichever one you have at hand, and make sure it's the orange one and not the yellow one. Alright, and to add to that we're going to add some paprika, garlic flakes and onion flakes, and a little lemon juice and olive oil. So when I'm combining my seasoning, I really don't measure, and I don't tell people how many seasoning to add to their chicken or whatever you're adding your seasoning to, because everyone season different. Alright, so go ahead and season your chicken to your preference. And if you don't have these exact seasoning that I am using, go ahead and use whatever seasoning that you normally use. Alright, right now I am just marinating the chicken for the next day, so whenever I'm ready to roast it, that's when I'm going to also make the herb. Alright, so we're going to combine the herbs and the butter the next day. So we're just going to go ahead and marinate our chicken and place it in the refrigerator overnight. And someone was asking me if I have any turkey video. I do have a turkey video from last year. I am not going to be making any turkey this year. So you can go back and watch that video, or you can do this exact same method for your turkey. So I went ahead and I cleaned my chicken with some lime and vinegar, and I remove as much of the fat as I can. Clean out inside of the thighs as well. And then I rinse it with my lime and my vinegar. So after rinsing, I just go ahead and pat dry, and the olive oil and the lemon juice is what's going to help the seasoning to stick to the chicken. And as always, I always pierce my breast under the skin. You don't necessarily have to, but I usually pierce it at the bottom and the top under the skin, just so that the herbs and the butter and seasoning can get to soak through the breast. Alright, so when you're seasoning your chicken, don't just season the outside. Make sure that you're going under the breast, under the thighs, as you see me do here, because when the butter melts under there and the seasoning get to soak through all the areas, your chicken will be flavorful and not just the outside. Alright, so as you can see, I'm going under the breast, under the thighs, to ensure that the chicken is properly seasoned inside out. So now that I'm done, I'm going to place it in a different container so that I can put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate overnight, and we can have a lovely marinated chicken the next day. Right, so it's the next day, and I'm going to go ahead and blend up all my herbs. I have some onions, oregano, just break the leaves off. I also have some scallion that I'm going to add in there. So we have scallion, we have Scotch bonnet pepper. If you don't like the heat, you can cut it, remove the seed. And I have some garlic. I have some red bell peppers. Everything is already washed. Some fresh parsley. If you don't have fresh herbs, go ahead and use the dehydrated ones. So I'm just gonna get the leaves off my oregano, my rosemary, and my thyme. The thyme can go in there like that, but I'm gonna get the leaves off my rosemary and my oregano, and then I'm gonna chop them up. I just got these rosemary outside. It's getting really cold out there. As you can see, it's looking dark inside the house. It's finally getting cold. I'm going to combine some basil. I don't have any fresh basil. About a teaspoon of basil and a teaspoon, maybe a half teaspoon of sage. I don't want to use too much sage. So we're gonna chop this up to make our herb butter. So everything is chopped up. We're gonna add it to the butter. So I'm just gonna combine this with the butter. So I just added an extra stick of butter so that I can have more and place some in the fridge to use at a later date. So you can make this ahead of time and save it to use for Thanksgiving. This smells so good. We're gonna place some in the fridge. I don't need all of this for the chicken. Just wanna make sure that you separate it first before you double dip your raw hands in the butter and then in the chicken. You can just place this in the freezer, and each time I use it, you can just cut it up in cubes and use it for whatever purpose you want to use it for, or you can just make it ahead of time and save it for Thanksgiving. So this is it. So I just drizzle a little olive oil in the pan, and we're gonna add the chicken and apply our herbed butter. If you want, you can tie up the legs like this. I don't have any of the cord to tie it up right now. So now for the butter, we're gonna place some under the chicken while it's cooking. It will absorb all the nice spices and herbs. So you can just go ahead and place some of the butter on the top of the chicken, and then I'm just gonna slightly cover this with a parchment paper so that when it's roasting, it doesn't burn before the chicken is actually cooked. We're not gonna wrap it for it to sweat. We're just gonna place it on top. All right. And I have my oven preheated at 375 degrees. So just like that. All right. You just want to make sure that you're basting the chicken so that it's remain moist and it's cooking beautifully. So the chicken is out. To get the skin nice and crisp, I'm gonna pour off the liquid and then I'm gonna pop it back in the oven. So to get a nice crisp on it, you can put it on broil for a few minutes, but I have something else in the oven baking, so I'm not gonna put it on broil. I'm just gonna pop it back in there without any cover and then take it out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So there you have it, guys. The chicken is out. It is fully cooked, as you can see, and the wing is not burned because I covered it with the parchment paper. Beautifully herbed roasted chicken. You can add to this or you can minus. If you see something that I use that you don't like, you can take away from that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a platter so that you can see. So I had something that I had to attend to, so as soon as I came back off the road, I plate up the chicken for you, and I also made some dinner rolls which was super delicious. There were some sweet potato dinner rolls, and I had posted it previously, so if you haven't seen that video, you need to check it out. They are so soft, and I tell you, they are super delicious, so please go ahead and check out that video as well. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for the love and support, and I hope that you're having a lovely week. I will also be posting those potatoes, but I will be posting it as a reel, so you can look out for that reel coming up soon as well. All right, enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you so much for watching.